look like? What's the vibe, gangy? We in this bitch, man. I'm out and about today, though. So, we gonna get it on the road. Fundora versus Chordale. Boooker is in negotiations. Um, Good scrap. What's crazy is, come on, man, with the bullshit, man. Hold on, y'all. What's crazy is Chordale Boooker called Earl Spence out. Mentioned that he wanted to fight. Earl Spence denied them because, of course, Earl Spence is not in condition to be fighting tune-ups. As much as I thought it would make sense for him to fight tune-ups, I did have a boxing coach and Coach Woods break it down that why would Earl Spence fight a tune-up if he not 100%? If he gets stopped by the tune-up, he ain't never gonna get no money fight. So I peeped the vibe, I peeped the scenario, and you know what? I ain't tripping. Earl Spence, shout out to you. Earl Spence had a hell of a career. I'm just taking my jacket off, bear with me. Earl Spence had a hell of a career. He a dog. So with that being said, shout out to Spence. The Fundora fight fell through. That might have been his last fight of his career. I'm pretty sure he'll find a high risk opponent that he can share revenue with. Cause love Earl Spence or hate Earl Spence, he still can sell, especially in Texas. So yeah, man. I'm I'm excited to see this matchup for Fundora. I'm glad he went right into negotiations, even though they was trying to figure everything out for them to be able to politically have Earl Spence skip the line and make the fight happen with Sebastian Fundora. Sanctioning bodies wouldn't even recognize Earl Spence because he stepped up to the 54, and he was coming off a terrible loss. So WBC, they was willing to rank him, as mandatory champion for whatever reason. Politics, we all know that. But the Earl Spence fight not happening. Now we got Chordale Boooker, aka The Gift. Um, Hopefully that fight do go through. It's interesting to me. I would like to see how he handles Sebastian Fundora. In fact, I want to see Sebastian Fundora fight everybody at the top because ultimately I would like to see how they handle dealing with somebody of that magnitude. Long reach, good jab, terrible feet, great inside fighter, can knock you the fuck out, could beat you the fuck up, love to go to war. He actually put himself in harm's way, and that is one of the reasons why he do actually have a loss against Mendoza. But it come with the game, man. Scrapes and losses, turn you to bosses. So, uh, we're gonna get into this other news. Let me know how y'all feel about the Chordale Boooker Sebastian Fundora negotiations. Come on, man. You know I'm fucking streaming, and then you start blowing me up, cooking me. I hate when people do that shit, man. I love you, but let me be. God damn. All right. So, in a way, fight week versus Kim. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about that, man. I see Anyway getting another knockout. Shout out to the opponent for filling in at the last place so the date can continue. We had Sam Goodman pull out of the first date, only for them to reschedule and him pull out the fight completely in the second date. I'm just trying to see what's gonna happen. Naoya Inoue is definitely special, and I would like to see him continue to climb the ranks as well as move up. Damn, do I see another Manny Pacquiao in Naoya Inoue in reference to him moving up? Fuck no. But at the same time, it is interesting to see him push his limits. I truly think that Naoya Inoue is a special fighter. Um, and the only person I would honestly want to see him rematch is Cool Boy Steph. And the reason being is because Cool Boy Steph went in his backyard and dealt with a whole different type of energy. Yes, he had fan base and people who appreciate him over there, which is awesome. Uh, but he really wasn't himself. I kind of felt like he was in his head. Out of all fighters that he fought, Noah Inoue was the most dangerous by far, in my opinion. I'm pretty sure it was other competitors who, stood the test of time with proving themselves over again, such as Brandon Figueroa. But, this is what we got. I'm excited, for Naya in a way, and I'm excited for Cool Boy Steph, especially after, getting dropped his last fight and getting up and beating the dog shit out of his opponent, man. I mean, it take a lot of guts, especially when your last match before that you were literally stopped. So it take a lot of guts to have to revisit those emotions that you went through your first loss, only for you to basically kind of face that same adversity and get back and win. So shout out, cool boy Steph. Definitely a Hall of Fame fighter with his career. I understand that if you're under 135 pounds, you don't necessarily get the recognition that you deserve in boxing unless you are a blockbuster seller, such as Noah in a way. But it is what it is, man. The real ones recognize real, and it's always gonna be like that. It may not be the majority, but who cares, man? It's not about being liked by everybody. It's about being liked it's about being liked from a crowd who appreciate what you bring to the marketplace. And Cool Boy Stuff is one of them ones, as well as Noah in a way being one of those ones. But I mean, let me know how y'all feel about that. Are y'all checking for this Inouye matchup? What do you want from him in the future? You know what I mean? I just want to keep on seeing him slowly but surely climb up and just do whatever he think is best. Dylan White is looking for a rematch with Anthony Joshua. With Tyson Fury retiring, right? And they were trying to get him to face Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua is now a available opponent. Coming off a terrible knockout loss facing Daniel Dubois. Uh, Dylan White has lost to Anthony Joshua, but I'm pretty sure he feels a little bit of confidence after seeing the sloppiness of Anthony Joshua versus Daniel Dubois. Who do y'all like in that matchup? Talk to me. Let me know something. You get what I'm saying? Y'all already know the fucking vibes. Dylan White versus Anthony Joshua. Let me know. And if not Anthony Joshua versus Dylan White, who should Anthony Joshua be facing next? Excuse me. Yeah. No, I stay yawning. I be cooked. Fucking busy day, man. What you call a soldier for sure. I'm what you call a dad. Hey, man, women's boxing looking crazy, bro. Shout outs to them. They got some good work over there. I don't know who be tapping into women's boxing, but I be fucking with it, man. It's a lot of talented women. They're gonna get overlooked because the shit don't necessarily sell, but it's still some very special women in the rankings. We got Michaela Mayer versus Sandy Ryan. By far one of my top 5 fights of 2024. Super technical, and also what women's boxing bring to the table that men's boxing is not necessarily bringing as of lately is less logic. And I do not mean this in the disrespectful way. In those later rounds, they're going to fucking bang. Versus in men's boxing, they're a little bit more strategic. If it's not in them to do it, they won't do it. But in women's boxing, you will see somebody who's not a banger box in those first few rounds, and once they set their feet and start getting a little tired, they're going to trade. Um, and this shit be good shit. So, but I don't know. I know women's boxing ain't for everybody, but it's damn sure for me. Anything relative to boxing, I'm looking for Clarissa Shields, and I want to see how she gonna look against this giant. I'm also interested in that. Are y'all tapped into women's boxing, or y'all not fucking with it? Regis Prograis believed that Rolly's wildness could upset Ryan Garcia. I would believe that if he fought Rolly back when Rolly beat him up in sparring. I understand sparring ain't the real thing. but he was still hurting Ryan Garcia in headgear. With that being said, with his unorthodox style and less tape on him at the time, yes, he could have upset Ryan back then. This Ryan now, can he upset him? No. Ryan has been training to box on the back foot. Rolly likes to rush in and not necessarily guard himself properly. We've seen that versus Gervonta Tank Davis. So, do I see, you know, Ryan Garcia coming in and being a threat to Rolly Romero? For sure, because he's going to fight on the back foot, as well as that left hook is locked and loaded. I feel like as Rolly went up in size, he wasn't able to really walk guys down and get them out the way as easily. So with that being said, Rolly, yes, he is still a threat, but I think his confidence and people being able to adapt to his style based on tape is out there. I don't see him having much success against Ryan Garcia. But if I were to bet, I still would bet both ways. I would give Rolly his puncher's chance by putting in the ticket with Rolly on there for knockout, but then I would take Ryan Garcia for knockout. Either way, I have the fight ending in knockout. If it were to go to the distance, that would be because Rolly's coming in there with a new fight style to try not to get knocked out. And that's one of his main focuses in comparison to him being an offensively heavy fighter like he has been in the past. Um, but I don't know. Y'all gotta let me know on that one, Gangy. You get what I'm saying? That's just what I see in that matchup. I see it ending a knockout again, unless Rolly Romero is coming in much more defensively sound. If he's coming in much more defensively sound, then it could go either way. Excuse me. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm old. Sitting here. But yeah, as we get closer and closer to the February 22nd card, which right now is still the biggest card of 2025 to me, I'm just getting excited. Uh, Also, I appreciate and value, you know, what Turkey Alley Sheik is bringing to boxing. I feel like this year is definitely going to top last year. And the reason why I'm saying that is because Turkey Alley Sheik is on a mission to shift the business model of boxing. Now, will this be successful? Possibly, but only if he's signing a lot of these fighters to long-term deals with them taking less money, but guaranteeing them more money overall in their career. Will this happen? Only time will tell. But he wants to kind of adopt a business model in boxing that's parallel to UFC. What that means, UFC fighters aren't making money like that unless they fight the big fights. So he's forcing competition to be competition rather than getting fighters that's been in the game for well over 12 to 10 years, and they have yet to unify. Even though they're special, they have yet to push for things like undisputed. I get it. Some people don't care what their fighter does. uh they rather them come in the game and do what the fuck they want to do. Cool, I ain't mad at you about that. But realistically, to see the best fight the best and kind of like replicate the golden age of boxing would be peak entertainment. And I feel like it may even get to the point to where they can restore their pay-per-view numbers with time. I don't know, but y'all let me know how y'all feel. Would y'all start to honor these pay-per-views if they're stacked with the best fighting the best? Of course, we still want other names on the undercard that what they're trying to build up. It should always be like that. But a real main and co-main of fighters that you would die to see fight each other. You know, is that not making boxing great again? Um, I get it's all subjective, but I like it, bro. I love it. In fact, um, y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about that shit, bro. But I'm just in it to see the good fights, bro. That's that's basically, my shit. I'm in it to see the good fights. God damn it, man. I can't get to where I want to get to in time. I'm pissed off. My fault, y'all. I'm multitasking like a bitch, gang. Alright. Shit, I wonder if I got it to where you guys can comment or did I fuck it up? Hold on. Probably can. I'm not sure. It wasn't sure. I didn't do nothing else, but I know I could have hit numbers by accident. I shouldn't only be flowing by now, like 15 minutes in. Hey, if you can comment, somebody drop a comment. I appreciate the like. Just let me know. Trying to make sure my shit not tripping. God damn it, man. Can't even get to where I want to get to in time. I'm pissed. How long it's gonna take me? Bitch ain't taking forever to get her goddamn nails done, man. Killing me. All right. Hey, appreciate you, Muggsy. Hey, I just want to see if I had them bitches on, bro. I was multitasking. Goddamn, waiting for a homegirl get her goddamn nails done so we can get on the fucking road. Hey, but I'm getting back to this news shit. Hey, but listen, man, Shakur Stevenson, fighting Floyd Schofield was a better option than goddamn Williams Zepeda, bro. Excuse me. It was a better option than fighting Williams Zepeda, man. Williams Zepeda. Williams Zepeda, he proved he wasn't that versus Tevin Farmer. And the only reason he beat Tevin Farmer is because Tevin Farmer wasn't giving us enough feet. He was countering good as fuck though, but he was still letting him score a lot of shots like amateur style type shit. Nothing that was hurting him or really doing any damage to him. We ain't see Tevin Farmer look hurt at all, but he still was just letting him outpoint him. It's still a fight. You still gotta let your hands go. Other than that, I thought Tevin Farmer was potentially gonna knock him the fuck out when he sent that fucking backhand over the top. Oh my god, I went fucking nuts, bro. I went live to watch that too. My Saturday's been busy, but I'm definitely gonna be going live for the NOA fight, talking shit with y'all and all that. I'm gonna make sure I got the goddamn iPad with me and all of that, cause I'm gonna be on a fucking mission, doing some family shit, bro. I just been cooked. Family been cooking me. But I'm gonna be back on my consistent shit. I've been live every day, for 6 p.m. Eastern time per usual. Also been getting up 8 a.m. and just tapping in with like specific subjects and all of that. I got a lot of entertaining shit coming for y'all. A lot of shit that I'm working on behind the scenes to be able to entertain y'all and have fun. That's ultimately the goal. And like truly just talk boxing. Everybody entitled to their opinion. When I jump on the stream yard, y'all speak y'all fucking mind. You get what I'm saying? But at the same time, we gotta be realistic. I had a motherfucker get on live yesterday, and he probably ain't gonna sub or talk to me, but he said Teofimo Lopez, if he fights Hitchens, he destroys him and knock him out. We haven't seen Teofimo Lopez get a knockout in 5 years. Where the fuck do these predictions be coming from? Does it actually come from fucking boxing and what we seen, or does it just come from your heart? Like, at least give me a little education. I'm not saying you have to be advanced. I'm not saying you have to be invested into the sport as much as I am or any of my peers. But as men, can we have a space to where we're allowed to be realistic with each other, just as well as share our opinion? Sometimes I'm biased. I'll say that this is my opinion, but then most of the time I am still stating facts. We ain't seen fucking Richard Hitchison get stopped, and we seen he got a little chin versus Gustavo Lemos. So why would I believe that in one of the biggest fights of his life, he's going to allow somebody who haven't knocked somebody out in 5 years knock him out? This is boxing. Anything can fucking happen. I am not saying anything cannot happen. I am saying let's be realistic with the outcome. If we seen a basketball player not make a three, for 3 seasons in a row, do we believe that every ticket that we put him on, all of a sudden we should put that he's going to score threes? Like, what are the fucking odds? Is it possible? Yes. Does it make sense? No. That's all I'm saying. Like, let's have a time where we be like, yo, this is my opinion, but then this is what makes sense. That's all. But most of my guys who come on a regular, they make sense, and then they also had times where they say, fuck that, this is how I feel, and stick to it. As men, we still gotta have our own point of view. We not in here being echo chambers. I don't want you to agree with everything that I say. I want you to have your own outlook and perspective on this shit too. Like, and that's just that. I see why people be rapping their Hellcats around the pool. You in back-to-back traffic, but you stabbing the pedal like that is fucking nuts. It look good, but I mean, you finna wrap that shit around something, gangy. I ain't gonna lie, man. I ain't drove a Hellcat yet though. I need to maybe get on Toro or something. I'm pretty sure I can find one. The market down for that shit. Motherfuckers was doing it for 2020 when people was throwing their money away. Now people ain't getting them as much, but I get one. Just have some racing tires on that shit, cause I'm gonna be treating it bad. Motherfucker probably gonna be trying to fuck me over in the back and charge me all these upcharges. I ain't gonna smoke in your shit, none of that. I'm just that or a Tesla. I just wanna, hit the gas on that bitch, see how I move, gangy. Hey, but Ken Bivol fuck with better BF. Bivol had to learn a hard lesson that against a puncher, you can't just be putting your fucking arms up and expecting to get around that shit. That shit was so heavy that he damn near fractured goddamn Bivol hand. Obviously, he ain't break it because Bivol ended up recovering. But can Bivol fuck with better BF at this point in his career? Like, that's really the question of the day. Matter of fact, I'm going live about that shit in the morning because I need to hear opinions on it, man. More and more opinions. You get what I'm saying? Where the fuck is she at, man? I ain't got all fucking night neither. Cooking. Beep, beep. She said she love me, whatever that is. Yeah, but I don't know how Bibble gonna be. If Bibble give me a little bit more head movement and a little bit more punch efficiency for him to be able to make it to the championship rounds, I believe he can win. Bivol was my favorite the last match. Obviously, Bivol lost because of the championship rounds. Can he just make the difference by allowing Better BF to get a few rounds in the beginning and then dog walk him at the last minute because he got energy? Now, I understand that Better BF is coming in to stop Bivol this time. But if Bivol can show me a different look, a little bit more head movement, less catching the shots on his hands to where his hand don't get fucked up, something may can happen. All he got to do is be mindful of his hands and shoulders. Don't be blocking shit to the point to where it better BF punch that shit off. Hey, man, we got us a motherfucking boxing match, man, on one of the best stacked cards that I have seen in my fucking lifetime. Personally, in my opinion, he giving us the top versus top all throughout it. So yeah, man, this shit finna be wicked, wicked. Hey, but listen, man, it's a short one. I can't stay here with y'all guys too long. I love y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow, 6 p.m. Eastern time. I will also be on 8 a.m. Eastern time. You know what I mean? Let's get it. Have a good night.